Shut up and sit down.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Strike Indoor Sports and Fitness Centre for the finals of the 2025 Indoor Cricket National Championships. I'm Cameron Walter and I begin by acknowledging the Whadjuk Noongar people, traditional custodians of the land on which we will compete today, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people here today. Coming up now, it is the Under-22 men's grand final between Queensland and New South Wales. Please join me in congratulating today's umpire, Shane Rook. And introducing first, the challenger, led out by their captain, Hayden Tipping, New South Wales. And their opponents, led out by their captain, Harley Lemmy, the defending champions, Queensland. On behalf of Cricket Australia, I'd like to wish the best of luck to both sides ahead of the Under-22 men's national final. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here in the venue, if you are able, please be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, it's time for the Under-22 Men's National Final. I'm Cameron Walter with Stephen Mogg alongside. It's great to be with you. It's Queensland up against New South Wales. What a match this promises to be. I'll take you through the two-team lineup, starting with the challengers. The New South Wales side, captained by Hayden Tipping. With him is Ashton Haycock, Blake Norbergen, Tyler Sherman, Damien Guild, Sam Clode, Aidan Kells, and Jalen Malawarachi. The Queensland side is captained by Harley Lammy. With him is Campbell Corrigan, Nick Sheedy, Rowan McDonald, Jackson Pavey, Kobe Fitzgerald, Toby Collins, and Mitch Hart. The umpire for the match is Shane Rook. And can't wait for this match. Stephen Mogg, good morning to you. It is morning here in Perth.
It is, yes. Yeah, no, it should be a cracking game, obviously. Another State of Origin game, Queensland versus New South Wales. We just saw that in the earlier game. We had a really good game there, so I'm expecting very similar here.
No doubt. We'll have a look at how the two teams made it to the final today. Queensland finished first and advanced straight through to the final as a result of that. That meant that New South Wales needed to get through in the prelim, and they did that by the barest of margins, Moggy, against Western Australia. A last ball victory to win by 1 run and to make it through to the final. Maybe that's prepped them well. They've had to deal with that pressure. Having a look at the head-to-head results, the first match, New South Wales batted first, scored 80. Queensland chased that down with ease, 106, featuring a last partnership between Lammy and Collins of 41 runs. The second match again, New South Wales batted first, 95 on the board, and Queensland again chasing it down with ease, 134. Now today, Queensland have won the toss and have batted first, so it's the first time they've batted first head-to-head. Be interesting to see whether that changes the game at all.
Yeah, I think it's a really good option, actually, especially in the grand final, getting some score on the board and putting them under pressure in the field as well. So, yeah, looking forward to this. It should be another really good game of cricket.
So, Mitch Hart and Kobe Fitzgerald are at the crease for Queensland. Hayden Tipping has the ball in hand. This is the Under-22 Men's National Final. It's Queensland up against New South Wales. We're just about set here at the Striker Indoor Sports and Fitness Centre. As we tend to do in indoor cricket, we're waiting for the bails. They're all sorted, and we're ready to rock. Here it is, the Under-22 Men's Grand Final. Wide off the first delivery from Hayden Tipping.
Yeah, not a bad starter, just a little bit wide down the leg side. He's nice and tall, so I think we'll get a bit of carry through and a bit of bounce. So, but then again, Kobe Fitzgerald's pretty tall as well. A few big boys out here.
What a shot that is. What a great way to open your account in a grand final.
Yeah, just push that one a little bit wide, and really well played by Fitzgerald there. Nice too. Probably settles the nerves a little bit for him, which will be good.
Mitch Hart will face his first delivery. Short and wide, gets a single, probably could have left it. Mitch Hart, a reigning under-16s national champion, I'm pretty sure, and will play for the 18s this time, but that's here right. He is in the 22s.
Yeah, the Queensland team have 4 of the under-18s in the team, so it's a bit of a transition. Push down leg side, and a good call by Hart to get an extra run there as well. It's really good for a young fella to see that opportunity. Every run's going to be vital out here today. It's wide again.
Wide, yeah, there's a couple. That's 3 in the over. Can't afford those in the grand final.
Yeah, last ball to come of this first over.
Well kept out. It was a much better ball there from Tipping to complete the over. Still, though, 10 runs from it. A great start for Queensland here in the grand final. We're looking at those head-to-head matchups. Queensland posted 106, 134 in their 2 matches. So you would think that they're just looking for that 100-plus score again. But 120s on the cards if they bat like that again.
Well, if they bat well, it's possible, yeah. But, I mean, it's a grand final too. So generally you see scores just a little bit lower than what they are throughout the week. A little bit of pressure. Obviously, teams are playing their top 8 against each other now, whereas during the rounds there might be a rotation process as well. So
we'll see how it plays out with Ashton Haycock setting up to bowl the second over. Back in action.
Inside off
and
stump.
it was second ball, and it was out. A new rule here at the national level, given its trial and international as the first wicket falls. Here it is. You see that good away movement, and, well, either way it was stumped, but second ball, New South Wales had to run. So that rule replacing third ball. We've taken one complex rule, replaced it with another.
Yeah.
Just happens a bit earlier.
Beautiful shot off his legs.
That's two unbelievable shots from Kobe Fitzgerald.
Making good contact with the ball as well.
What's he, 6'6"?
He's tall.
Jeez.
I'm 6 foot and he's over me, that's for sure.
Chance, yeah, it brought the front court into play there, but I think Fitzgerald doesn't, it's what, 2 steps for him to get there?
2 steps in a reach, yeah.
It's,
he'd almost take 2 steps in the dive and make it, I think.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
What a shot.
Unbelievable batting. The thing about those shots from Fitzgerald is they've been full face of the bat, full power. He's been playing through the ball.
They're making really good contact.
2 balls remain for Haycock. That is a great seed. Gets through Mitch Hart, the second wicket of the over. Let's have a look at this on the replay. He's been hit for a couple of wires, and he responds well.
Yeah, perfect Yorking delivery there.
Yeah,
there's not much you can do.
Right in at that leg stump.
Been a really good over so far for New South Wales.
1 ball to come. This time pushing it wide, and Hart gets across. Finds 2. Good response from him to that wicket. -2 from the over, though. And we see the first counter-attack. Indoor cricket, a classic game for swings and roundabouts.
Oh, it certainly is. There'll be momentum shifts throughout the game, and that was a really good over for New South Wales. First one going for about 10 runs, so to peg him back there was really, really good. A couple of wickets.
I haven't seen a lot of this division, but I'm certainly impressed with what I'm seeing so far, both with ball and bat. Aidan Kells is going to bowl over number 3. Full and wide, a chance at the top, and they've cleaned it up eventually, New South Wales. I thought they'd bottled it, but they had Queensland. 2 batsmen at one end, you see there, and then they both went back.
I think the key thing is you look at the replay there. Fitzgerald wasn't looking at his batting partner. Eye contact's pretty vital out here, especially when it's pretty noisy on grand final day as well.
The centre pretty full here, particularly with the junior tournament starting tomorrow. A lot of those sides are here to be spectators before they start, including a team you're coaching.
That's right, yep. With the under-16 girls again, so...
Chance again, not opting to zig it. Probably Fitzgerald was home.
Had my fair dose of Molly Cyrus and Britney Spears already, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more of that over the next sort of 7 or 8 days.
Hopefully some cricket too.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Really, I think that was a really good caller by Mitch Hart there. Just played it nice and straight, banged it up, and called well and got through. I think that's important with that second ball rule now. You probably just got to be a little more aggressive with the running between wickets. Oh, shot again by Fitzgerald. He's making some really good contact.
Oh, it's impressive. Like, my question is, where do you bowl to him when he's playing like that?
And being pretty tall too, he's got some more options as well. Can get over the top.
This time Mitch Hart banging it down up 2, the offside.
Good contact again. Yorker ball, he's got that way really well as well.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
It is, it is. Good Yorker ball, and he's just banged that one for 2. It wasn't as clean as the other ones, but it's pretty hard to hit it clean when it's there.
Yeah, and I mean, it just shows playing the ball late will get you that angle, you know, if you still make the contact. 3 runs off the over, another good one there for New South Wales. still pretty evenly poised. These two can easily get to 20 from here.
Yeah, and I think 20, they'll be happy with that. Obviously, a big start the first over, but New South Wales have fought back really well for the next 2 overs. But look, I know we talked about Queensland hitting close to hundreds. I think even today a score of 80 is going to be fairly competitive.
Yeah, well, to your point, the scores tend to get lower in finals as the pressure increases. Anyone would take 80 if you gave it to them in a final. Here's Guild, the final over the partnership. Another great shot. He's in danger at the top. The flick needed a hit. I think Guild on the bounce has made contact with the New South Wales players on the bench, standing too close to the net. You might want to do your fielders a favour and take a step back there, fellas.
Yeah. Good shot. Good. Oh, what a bit of fielding up the front. Really good touch. Second up there. And good presence of mind from the leg side to push it across as well.
Yeah, have a look at this on the replay. Got the hand there and an excellent follow-up play. Needed the direct hit, though. And as we're talking about, I think Fitzgerald might even have been home exactly.
He was.
It's mental.
A little bit of an off-cutter.
Yeah.
Change of pace. Good length bowling as well. And well played in the end. It brings up a second ball opportunity now for New South Wales.
Oh, still that down-up shot. It's incredible from where that ball was.
Just pulled up a little bit lame there, Fitzgerald, after the run by the looks of it.
Yeah, hope he's all right.
Yeah, he's a key bowler for Queensland as well. Bowls absolute gas.
From that height, that'll be fun to contend with. 2 to come. And Yorker length. Oh, thought Fitzgerald had gone there, but he got back. And it will be second ball again. This time it's the last ball of the over. Queensland will have to score whether they like it or not. Great delivery, unrewarded. Went through for a single. 16 runs off the opening partnership here in the Under-22 Men's National Final. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I'm Cameron Walter alongside Stephen Mogg. It's our pleasure to be coming to you live from the Striker Indoor Sports and Fitness Centre here in Perth. This tournament, unique in that it's played, well, it's happened before, but it's been a while. Played across 2 centres with the SEMA Sports Centre as well involved. So thanks to both Striker and SEMA for stepping in after the original host centre unfortunately had to shut its doors. But they've been gracious hosts and great facilities. And
yes, so that's
hopefully it's been great. They've done a trade over the kiosk in the bar. But thanks to them again. But interesting start here. Couple of wickets there in the middle period. 3, in fact, and kept this opening pair to 16. I think, given Queensland have been scoring 100 plus, New South Wales would have taken that if you'd offered it to them.
Oh, I think so. I think they've probably got their noses in front at the moment, but there's still plenty of time in this game, and it'll be interesting to see how this pair for Queensland responds. The last pair got off to a really good start, but New South Wales pegged them back. So again, we talk about momentum, and New South Wales have the momentum at the moment.
So Jackson Pavey and Campbell Corrigan at the crease now. Sam Clode has the ball, and we're back underway. Right in at the hip, coming from around the wicket. A dot ball to start, so straight away on second ball. Short and wide. Good movement across there from Corrigan. And he grabs 2, sees off second ball.
Well, with the second ball, obviously you had an interview with Tony Watkins and got some feedback as to why the decision was made. Would you like to enlighten the crowd a little bit as to some of the feedback on that?
I can, yep.
And I guess the question will be, is the desired result being achieved?
Well, I think that remains to be seen. The WICF's position was looking to make the game even more dynamic than it already was. And I think as Claude continues, there certainly was, at least as I read it, and I'm probably guilty of this as well, a probably negative reaction to it in terms of the expectation that it would change the game fundamentally. Doesn't appear to have done that from what I've looked. Here's Claude. off the leg. Oh, a chance there, but they're through for a single. Certainly has added a different element, but again, I think that element was present already on the third ball. So jury's still out for mine. I'd certainly be interested in a follow-up with Tony Watkins, his Claude. But I think that will be after the World Cup, because that's where the proof will be, as that over comes to an end. The first over of that partnership, and 7 runs from it, a good start for Queensland. I suppose the danger is that it might put a greater divide between the top nations and the emerging nations, and if that happens, I don't think it will have achieved what we've set out for it to achieve. But if it doesn't have the sort of impact that we're expecting, and it's kind of minimal, and it does achieve more aggressive scoring, I'm open to it.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen differences in the score.
I think what we've certainly seen, I was talking with Preston Hart about this in the under-22 women's grand finals. We see the second ball situation right now. We'll just watch this unfold with Kells bowling his second over. Queensland have to score. Chance at the top, needed to hit. What we probably are seeing, and it might be having minimal impact, but the teams are opting to run more aggressively to avoid that dot ball. So. Yep. Preston's example was, if a ball goes into the corner, they're running on that. Now, that's not necessarily all teams. He was talking about the team he's coaching.
Shot again.
Yeah. My observation would also be that it happens so often in a game, right? Dot balls are almost always half the balls bowled. That I'm not sure that many teams are actually changing their approach to facing that delivery. I think the bowling... the default's still going to be to look for that full and wide away-shaped delivery. But from a batting perspective, I don't think a lot's changing. You're doing it almost every other ball, so you just bat, right? Kells continues. Driven through to the back. Corrigan finds the back net and 4 runs. Big runs here in the first innings.
And it's been a good start to this pair for Queensland. 16 so far with 1 to come on the 6th over. And look, I probably agree with your point, actually, a little bit there. I think the difference between the top-tier nations and the bottom-tier sort of nations will be greater, because I think fielding becomes more relevant. Those fielding teams, the top-tier fielding teams, will be able to capitalise a lot more.
Well, I mean, if you've got a bowler that can bowl absolute gas at a team debuting at a World Cup, they're going to struggle to get bat on ball. It's going to be second ball 3 times in the over, right? So, but, the emerging nations are developing at a faster rate these days. We might see, a much better way of dealing with it, and it might actually serve the purpose of bringing teams closer together. So, we have to see how it goes. Here's Sherman to bowl over number 7. Chance, the flick needed to hit.
I think that ball there is a prime example of slightly more aggressive running.
Yeah.
Normally, if it's a third ball opportunity that's there rather than a second ball, maybe that's a no.
Yeah, indeed. I suppose the one thing that still makes me a little uncomfortable about it, but again, I remain open-minded, is the frequency with which it happens. So, again, second ball. Here we are again. This is the 4th time in the partnership. And see, to me, I don't think anybody changed anything about how that ball unfolded.
Yeah, I know the Queensland under-22 team here at some of their training sessions played first ball. Just to get used to it. Like, that's tougher, so.
Yeah.
Well lent on there by Corrigan for another 2 runs. Oh, sorry, Pavey.
2 left in the over for Tyler Sherman. And for our viewers, the actual difference is now it's not third ball, it's second ball. The striker's actions on second ball are no longer relevant. The striker is assumed to be out if the ball's fair. So out of their crease, I should say. So it means you can beat the bat and be stumped if the batsman's just standing there. So It is a change. I'm interested to see what our viewers think as well, if I could only talk to them. So 1 over to come now in the second partnership. It's been a good sort of accumulation of runs so far for this pair. 22 on the board. They've moved Queensland to 38. Jalen Malawarachi is going to bowl the last over of the partnership. And New South Wales will be keen to get a wicket here in this over to bank one for the pair. And they start the over on second ball, so Queensland will have to score. Score they do. That's a wonderful shot from Corrigan. 2 runs, and second ball seen off.
And again, momentum shift. Queensland's worked very hard through this pair, taking very few risks and starting to build a score, so their momentum shifting again.
Whoa, had a big whack at that one. No run.
I think there was an off-cutter there, just a little bit of movement off the deck. And he's pretty tall as well, so he's going to get a little bit of bounce.
Second ball again.
Hit flat.
But safe. All too often, a lot of cricketers over-index on trying to hit the down up. A flat shot in the gap is almost as good.
Well played, just a single that time. With 2 balls left in the over now. Queensland 27 for the skin, a total of 43. So
it's a good response here from the Queensland batting outfit. That first pair in trouble in the middle overs, managing 16, and they're looking good for 30 plus here. Great shot from Pavey, 2 off what I assume will be his last ball, unless there's a no ball or something. Final ball of the partnership. There's a single, so 30 runs from the second pair. That's a good day at the crease for Pavey and Corrigan, and 46 on the board at the halfway stage for Queensland here in the under-22 men's grand final up against New South Wales. I'm Cameron Walter. With me, Stephen Mogg. It's our pleasure to be with you to take you through this, the second of 4 finals taking place here today. Of course, earlier on, the under-22 women's grand final took place between Queensland and New South Wales. Belter of a game, with New South Wales taking the title out 94-87. And after this match, the main event starts, the women's grand final between Queensland and South Australia, coming to you live from 1 p.m. local time. That's Western Standard Time. And the second part of the main event, the men's final at 3 p.m, the Australian Capital Territory and Queensland. And I have to say it begrudgingly, Moggy, I am a Canberra boy, but congratulations to Queensland, a side in every grand final here at the Opens. I'll let you come back to that with Nick Sheedy and Rowan McDonald at the crease. Hayden Tipping is going to bowl his second over. We're back in action. It's a dot ball to start. It'll be second ball, but yes.
Yeah, look,
it's
been an excellent result here for Queensland. Obviously making all these grand finals here. You know, it wasn't easy sailing for some of the teams. They've had to work pretty hard, but it's been great for Queensland, that's for sure. And New South Wales have a pretty good representation today as well, which is good.
Yeah, in 2 finals, South Australia in 1 and the Australian Capital Territory in the other, the defending champions in the men's.
Just like a bit of a change of pace there, right his fingers across the top of it. And
another second ball opportunity, so the second in the over.
Interesting to see if there's a plan here, maybe full and wide.
Didn't change anything, created a chance. No run. 1 run. I keep doing that. I keep saying no run for a single or 1 run for a 2. It's almost like I need to pay more attention.
Oh, mate, I'm sure you've done plenty of games. It takes it out of you a little bit, and
it does,
doing all these games.
Much easier to be here than on the court, though.
At this level, definitely.
Yeah. I've said a few times on commentary, the way we're set up here at Strike, we're actually sitting in the crowd.
Yeah.
Which is something different. Nice way to do it. Tipping continues right in at the legs there of Rowan McDonald. The over complete. 4 runs from it. Very watchful start from these two. They'll be on second ball again. And just go back to my earlier point about how frequently this happens. One of the things I think I liked about third ball was the bowler really, really earned it. Bowling 2 dots in a row, like, it's tough to do, getting that third ball situation, creating that opportunity, it just felt a bit more earned than bowling a dot.
Yeah.
But maybe that's been the rule for 30 years, so just
that's what we're
that
used
attached to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Sherman will bowl over number 10, and again, it is second ball.
Shot by Sheedy.
Well fielded to keep it off the net.
Look, and one of the things with the second ball is, like, I'm coaching the Queensland 16 girls, so they're pretty young in their indoor cricket careers. They're still learning. I teach them to take a dot.
Yeah. Yep.
If a bowler bowls a really good ball, there is nothing wrong with saying no.
Yeah.
And, being defensive.
Harder to do that now.
Can I keep coaching that in the future if it all changes to second ball? I'm not sure, because it'll put them under more pressure.
Yeah. In the gap and no run. I suppose I should clarify for our viewers that the second ball rule will not apply for juniors.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so it will still be the third ball rule at the junior tournament. Chance needed to hit. Norbergen was quick as a flash, but the disposal a little inaccurate.
Notice this pair, they've been bowling a lot more change-ups too. They're not going with full pace. They're trying to roll the fingers across for little off-cutters.
Oh, that's great hands. A little bit of self-preservation to that, but that was smashed. Look at this. Right of screen, bang. Clean. No run. One ball to come, and again, second ball. It's up, fall safe, should be out. No. Probably would have been safe even if it hit. Riding some luck there. 5 runs from the over. 5 dot balls bowled so far. Oh, it might have been out. Hard to tell.
It's always hard coming off that top net there as to whether it's going to drop, and it actually dropped really, really quickly. But I think that's a little bit of the concern of the second ball. I just think sometimes under that pressure there might be slightly more aggressive shots, not what we would think as traditional indoor cricket shots. Good start to this pair. Again, momentum shift, swinging back in New South Wales' favour.
Yeah, haven't taken a wicket, but those 5 dot balls that they've bowled really restricted run scoring. Here's Blake Norbergen. Another dot. It's the 6th in the partnership, so the 6th time they will face second ball. To their credit, these Queensland batsmen, they've absorbed that pressure. Haven't given up a wicket yet.
Shot.
Great hands.
Yeah, good bit of fielding at the front.
Very effective, that New South Wales front court there. They follow the ball quickly, get the ball in hand, but it's been a couple of instances there where they've just got a touch on it, protected that net, opened up an opportunity. Again, good movement. Went without the ball, though.
A little bit of hesitation in the calling there as well. Created a little bit of uncertainty.
Well, that's what that movement and the touches that front court are doing. That's creating that doubt in the mind of the batsman. Have I got it through?
Oh. Again, another off-cutter, rolling the fingers across. I think it's a deliberate plan to this pair. Seems to be a lot more than normal. Another second ball here.
It's the 7th dot, the 7th second ball. Beaten, that'll be out. Well bowled, faster delivery.
Sheedy played for the off-cutter, I think.
Yeah, beaten. And Malarachi makes no mistake. The first wicket falls in this pair. They've battled hard. New South Wales too good on that occasion. 1 ball to come for Norbergen.
Down up, one into the net. Well call, run over the top of there by Sheedy, and that brings the over to the end. Successful.
-1 from it.
Successful over.
And this pair only on 8 at the moment. But one of the things we saw in the under-22 women's grand final was some pairs lose lots of wickets and be in trouble, but get out of it. And all posted scores like 15 plus, 20 plus. One even got 35 plus when they were in trouble. So this over a critical one here for Queensland. Don't necessarily want to go cowboy or anything, but if they can get 10, this is an 18-run partnership and they're still looking good.
Yeah, they're still on track for that sort of 80+, which we think will be the good score.
Here's Haycock to bowl the last over of the partnership. Starts with a wide. That will help the Queensland cause. They get the runs, and unlike any other over, the ball again. So, well, the option to have it anyway. And it's not often you see that option not taken up.
Full and wide, that delivery, and Sheedy just chops down on it and straight down into the net, and no run scored, and brings another second ball. Off cutter. A bit of fielding up the front again.
Yeah, I'll make this point again. Like that front court, they haven't necessarily affected a wicket yet, but they are creating all of the other opportunities that come from dot balls, that come from miscommunication. So it's a way to be effective with it, even if you're not going to get that wicket. It's a no ball for front foot. That hurts. So again, they get the ball again. There's still 4 to come. On 14 now, so perhaps even can get 20 plus here. And
that'll be vital for the overall score. And it just shows sometimes
good fight back.
Yeah, and you got to just fight sometimes as well. Full credit to New South Wales. It's been excellent skim so far. They've only got the 1 wicket, but they're really keeping the ball in check with dot balls. A good bit of fielding in the front court again. Creates the second ball opportunity.
It just shows how important that front court is. Just got to get it in the eye line, get the body on it, get a hand, get a touch, and get the ball cleanly. Second ball.
Shot for 1. Rotates the strike with 1 ball to come now.
Again, just presence in the front court keeps it to a dot. 17-run partnership. It is a battle out there, folks. The under-22 men's national final. Queensland and New South Wales. It's still early. We're only 3/4 of the way through the first innings, but it's shaping up to be a fascinating contest already with Toby Collins and the captain, Harley Lammy, coming to the crease now for Queensland. We've talked about 80 plus being sort of the benchmark. They're absolutely within touch there. Queensland can put on a 30 partnership here. They've got their noses in front.
And Toby Collins has been statistically the best player for Queensland throughout the tournament as well. And another one of those under-18 players that's coming up into 22s this year as well. So a couple of these guys have a whole week here playing cricket. So if you're under 18 years of age...
Whole fortnight, you mean?
Oh, whole fortnight, yeah. Like that, I'd love nothing more if I was that age.
Wonder how that's going on the parents' wallets.
Well, the travel to Perth's obviously a little bit expensive from Queensland, so at least there's only one of those. But yeah,
true.
Get to save your uniforms too, because they're all the same.
Sam Clode bowling now. It's Sam Clode, Kiwi, plays for Northern Districts and selected in the under-22 men's for the upcoming World Cup.
Right.
That information from one of our viewers, Jason Toy. Thank you for that.
A little inside edge, but effective, and 2 runs to the board for Collins. Push that one down the leg side. Another off cutter again. I think like these pitchers are relatively youngish in their life in comparison to some others out there. So if you get the ball in the right area and put a little bit on it, it'll actually be fairly responsive, and that's why I think they're bowling a lot of off cutters.
Yeah, better than bowling on concrete. 2 balls to come. This will be second ball. Can the Queensland skipper see this off? He does with a drive. A great piece of fielding at the back from Guild. I felt for sure that was going to go for 4, but he dived across. Have a look here. You can see at the top right of screen. He did well, put the body on the line into the net, but a great shot from Lammy. 3 runs and a ball to come. Great delivery to finish the over. A good one, though, for Queensland. 8 runs from it. They're into the 70s.
Yeah,
by that, I mean the runs, not the decade.
Pushing to a reasonable score here. If they can not lose a wicket and get a few more runs, they might even push a little bit past the 80 into 90. So I think one thing I've noticed here in these last 2 pairs with New South Wales, they've generally been bowling the off-cut, a little bit of a change-up, and the second ball option is the quicker ball.
Yep.
So that's an interesting ploy. Obviously, as the ball gets a little bit older, it's a little bit softer as well. So sometimes that rolling the fingers across the top is a bit more responsive than trying to sort of go through guys. So
second ball now.
Shot.
Yeah, brilliant shot from the Queensland skipper. Malavarachi is the bowler.
Shot for 3.
It's a belter of a shot, isn't it? Toby Collins.
He liked that one too.
Oh,
the little strut as he ran down. Well deserved.
Well, if there's anything in indoor cricket that deserves a strut, it's a down up 3, isn't it?
Flat on the leg side and good call.
Oh, direct hit. Just shows you can't nap in indoor. You've got to get in your crease and quickly. Let's have a look. Yeah, clearly home, but he had to work hard.
Good awareness there from Collins too. I wasn't sure where the ball went. Looked straight to his batting partner to see if there was a run on. That brings another second ball up.
Another good piece of fielding. Needed a direct hit for there to be any interest. Second ball seen off. 1 to come for Malavarachi. Oh, too good. Class batting. Another down up 3. This time it's Lemmy and 11 runs from the over. Another great one for Queensland. And I tell you what, we've been talking about, maybe they'll get into the 90s. Hundreds on the cards here,
Still
the
is.
way these two are batting.
Still is, that's for sure. So score just trickles past the 80 now with 82. That lovely shot for 3 off his legs.
Blake Norbergen will bowl over number 15. Chance went to the wrong end, maybe.
Another good bit of fielding up the front by New South Wales. They're getting plenty of touches up there.
Yeah.
That was good contact on that one.
I said wrong end, but that was probably the right option. He was hit, probably would have been out.
Just over the sweeper's head there, and good call in the end for Collins. Just the single coming from it. Been a pretty good over so far. Push that one down the leg side for a wide, and 2 more to the total. Score's building nicely for Queensland now.
Chance needed to hit. Lammy was quick. It was early, confident call. I think he was probably home. Either way, let's have a look.
Direct hit would have been very interesting.
Yeah,
Ooh.
probably short. Yep. That's a great bit of fielding, and it's out. Sherman on the 3 line. Quick gather. Instant disposal. Have a look at this. Bang. What a great throw and a brilliant call from Shane Rook.
Yeah, that's an excellent bit of fielding there on the leg side line.
So that's an example there of something from nothing. Queensland have been dominating with the bat in this pair. Sharp bit of fielding there. Just caught him short of his crease. A hugely important wicket. 7 balls remain in the innings. And Collins gives himself some room to bang it down up 2 on the offside. 2 runs off the over though. 84 on the board with an over to play here in the under-22 men's national final.
Yeah, that wicket probably eliminates that 100 score now, I think. That's going to be pretty tough for Queensland to achieve, but they're still building a score nicely here, and probably could look into that 90, 95 area, which I think will be pretty competitive.
.90 in a grand final, you'd take that for sure.
That's a nice shot. Almost sneaks through.
Kept off the net.
Yeah, good bit of fielding up the back.
Sherman again.
He's been contributing well in the field, hasn't he?
Oh, would have been out. It was a great shot though, again from Lammy, dominating.
3 to the score, 88 now for Queensland with 4 balls left in this last over of the batting innings. Nice shot. Beautiful shot. A little bit of a strut again there by Collins. Beautiful shot up into the springs and has that opportunity to jog through. 90 is now our total.
With 3 balls remaining in the innings, Guild continues. Beaten. That time, Lammy just sort of hanging the bat out there. Prior to that ball, he used his feet on just about every delivery. Second ball opportunity here for Guild. That is an incredible shot. Once again from Lammy. G's been impressive. The third 3 is hit. Another good bit of fielding at the back too to keep that to 3. 1 ball to come. Driven.
Oh, it's a chance of the keepers.
Oh, can't believe it. They nearly bottled it, New South Wales. I cannot fault Queensland there. He's absolutely belted that. I'm not surprised he ran, but it's cost them a wicket. And, well, what a battle it's proven to be. Queensland have posted 88 runs here, batting first in the under-22 men's national final. Thanks so much for your company, folks. I'm Cameron Walter. With me is Stephen Mogg. We'll recap the earlier grand final. Queensland up against New South Wales in the under-22 women. As we take in some highlights from that innings, New South Wales won 94-87 in what was a fantastic game, just like this one is shaping up to be. And don't forget, coming up next, after this run chase from 1 p.m. local time here in Perth, it's the first part of our main event. Queensland up against South Australia in the women's final, and part 2 of the main event at 3 p.m, the men's final, the Australian Capital Territory up against Queensland. And, well, if this one's promising to be a belter, so will those games. So stick with us, folks. Some exciting indoor cricket to come to close out the Open National Championships for 2025. 88 on the board for Queensland. Stephen Mogg, who would you rather be at this point?
It's pretty tight. I think it's close to call. I think runs on the board are pretty vital here. The trick is New South Wales, in history, are very aggressive with the bat, more so than some of the other states. So if they can get away early with a big pair early, it puts New South Wales really in the box seat.
So it's going to be Malawarachi and Kells to open for New South Wales. Malawarachi 126 runs at 15.75. Kells 62 at 10.33. So together they're averaging 25. That wins them the game. Right? Yep. Each pair gets that. Yep. They win the game. What those stats don't reflect is how they go against this Queensland attack. So they're reflecting the entirety of the tournament. Queensland are a different kettle of fish.
They are, yeah. They've got plenty of different options with the ball, actually. They've got a nice bit of pace and variation as well.
Toby Collins is going to bowl the first over here in the run chase. 88 on the board for Queensland. Malawarachi and Kells at the crease. Here we go. Collins starts with a wide.
Generally shape the ball into the right-handed batter. He started that one on the wrong line. It was good pace, but just a little bit wide there, Collins, that time, and ball not swinging. Well played for 2 runs.
Malawarachi, his first runs off the bat, a good shot. Is there any bat in that?
No, I don't think
just
so.
off the leg.
And shaped into the left-handed batter this time. So Collins can swing the ball both ways, and good area there, and a good appeal for Queensland, although that was clearly off the leg.
That'll be off the pitch. Oh, I thought it was off the pitch, but it's called wide.
Just think he tried to bowl that one a little bit too quick.
Yeah.
Really pushed through on that delivery there, and Hurd with a wide.
Flat, but in the gap. 2 runs to Malawarachi and 1 ball remains for Collins.
He's hit that one pretty hard, hasn't he?
And no ball.
Front foot, I believe, yep.
So a great start there for New South Wales here in this run chase for Queensland. 3 extras in the first over. It's not what you need.
No, not too dissimilar from the first over of New South Wales, though. Queensland hitting 10 runs off that, but they really recovered well in the next 3 overs. Nick Sheedy, the new bowler for Queensland. You've got to remember his name's Nick. He plays at my club and we call him Kevin, as in Kevin Sheedy.
Ah, I see. Why don't we just go with Sheeds?
Sheeds, I'm happy with that.
Here is Nick Sheedy.
Yep.
Second over of the innings. Behind the legs.
Just snuck in.
Very tight. It's going to be second ball. Let's have a look.
Hard to tell from that angle.
A bit unlucky there, I think, New South Wales. Either way, it's second ball now. They must score. And beaten, kicked. That'll be out. And the first wicket falls. Great bit of bowling. Your point, Moggy, it did kick. Have a look at this. Got big real quick. And no mistake there. Behind the stumps from Rowan McDonald. First wicket of the run chase, down.
I know we talked earlier about the second ball. It makes the umpire's calls vital as well. It's kicked again. And a good delivery there by Sheedy. His game's shaping in a very similar fashion to the first innings as well.
Yeah. Good response there from Malawarachi. He sort of adjusted his approach there. Pushed it to the offside for 2.
Been a good overs from Sheedy so far. Pushed that one down the leg side. Just fell over a little bit in his delivery stride.
Last ball of the over now.
Oh, he's chopped that one back down onto the stumps, I think.
He's lucky his foot was there. But -1 from the over. They'll start the third one on second ball. So the pressure building here from Queensland. Still, this pair in a strong position. 10 after 2. Well placed to get above 20 plus. I have to contend with Corrigan now, who will bowl the third over. Bit of pinball happening. It's a single. Second ball seen off. Driven. Kept off the net. Hard it is at the back sticks.
Really good effort.
Yeah.
And a dot ball, even though it's come in the back half.
They didn't run. It was focused on Hart's fielding. I can't believe they haven't got a run there.
Creates the second ball.
And it's going to turn into a wicket. Like, too good there from Queensland, but I'm still in shock that New South Wales didn't run off that previous delivery.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, percentage play, Hart slapped the ball away, sure. Could he have slapped the stumps down? Sure. Could he have grabbed it and thrown it? Sure. But the chances of him doing that, minimal.
That's right, yeah. And creates the second ball.
Yeah.
Bit of a miss hit. Good presence up the front by Queensland. And gets the wicket.
Good work from Malawarachi. Through the gap, it'll be 2. 8 balls remaining in the partnership, and there are 8 critical deliveries here for New South Wales. They've lost a couple of wickets, still in single digits. Do not want to put too much pressure on the last 3 pairs. Driven and through to the back. 5 runs. They run this time, Moggy. That one hit with a bit more authority, and that makes up for that out.
Yeah, Corrigan just erred with his length, a little bit full. You can't do that with New South Wales. They like going to the back net. It was a chance too as a catch, caught and bowled.
Great shot from Malawarachi to close the over out. Still a reasonable one for New South Wales. 5 from it, despite the loss of that wicket, and they find themselves on 15 with an over to come. Again, still well placed.
They are, yeah. Look, that was an important last 2 balls, that 5, and then backing up with a solid 2 after that earlier dismissal. The skipper for Queensland now coming to bowl, Lamming. Generally bowls a pretty heavy ball.
Movement from Malawarachi. Plays down up 2 on the offside.
Yeah, back to A, gave himself a little bit of room. Made really good contact with that as well.
Ball needs to be short to be able to do that. So if he gets one fuller that he's not expecting, he's hopping around the crease like that, he'll be in trouble. Push through to the gap. That'll be 2. To 19.
Change up off cutter.
And it got a touch to that. Fitzgerald, I think it is, in the front court. Kept it to a single.
So he's holding this one as the off cutter as well. Oh.
Edged. No run, second ball. Big moment here in this opening partnership.
He really went after that one, didn't he?
So New South Wales will have to score here. They'll go backwards.
Off cutter grip again. Concealing the ball.
Driven through to the side net for 3. What a way to see off the second ball. Gee, old habits die hard.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, even for the umpires, it would have been hard this week adjusting to the second ball.
Oh, they've got the scoreboard to flash up every other ball saying second ball, so yeah, that'll be sweet. Driven, chance at the top. He had a bit of a juggle.
Yeah, a little bobble there by Sheedy.
Yeah. So 2 runs off the last ball, 25 runs for the opening partnership. That is despite the loss of 2 wickets. That is a great start for New South Wales in pursuit of Queensland's 88. It's the under-22 men's national final. Thanks for joining us, folks. Hope you are enjoying the coverage. So we come to you live from the Striker Indoor Sports and Fitness Centre. Hayden Tipping and Blake Norbergen at the crease now for New South Wales. And I think New South Wales, well, they're above par without question after that opening pair. There's still so much time left in this game, and it's just a battle. Both teams toiling hard. Someone needs to break the game open.
Well, yeah, there was a big momentum shift with 2 balls to go in that third over when they've hit that 5. It could have been a caught and bowled opportunity. That 5, then a 2, and that really got the momentum going in New South Wales, and they've capitalised on that. So credit to them. Queensland need to wrestle that momentum back. Fitzgerald now to bowl. This is gas. I've played against him a few times. I can't see it.
Hayden Tipping and Blake Norbergen will hope to do better. And they do. What a shot there from Norbergen.
Shape away from Fitzgerald.
Norbergen opens his account with the 2. And Tipping will face his first delivery.
Push that one leg side wide. It's probably the one criticism of the Queensland bowlers, that just too many extras throughout this first 4 and a bit overs. Push that one leg side wide again.
Well, this happened in the first pair as well. Set of extras in the opening over. It's the best way to ease yourself into a game with 3 runs. It's a good call to get through for a single.
Off cutter there, change up. Significantly slower than his quicker ball. That one
another wide. 3 in the over, just like the first partnership.
I think maybe just trying a little too hard again.
Oh, on the money this time. Knocks over the leg stump. A wicket off the last ball. It's a bit of a rescue mission after the extras. Have a look at this. Right on the money. Norbergen trying to fend it away. It'll be 4 runs off that over with the wicket, so pretty even.
Straight through there. Now significant change of pace here with McDonald coming on the bowl. Well spotted there by the umpire, the zip.
There it is, over number 6, Rowan McDonald. Starts with a wide and Tipping chased it. You want to be leaving those alone. Last thing you need is a ball to come off the back of the bat when you're playing that shot, pop up for an easy catch. In the air, ooh, it's given. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure that the Queensland side even thought it was out. The umpire had a good view of it. Let's have a look here on this replay. Looked pretty clean.
I think he's got
there,
that, actually.
Yeah. And as I say, the umpire had a good view of it. We're at the opposite end of the match, the court. So big wicket there. Down and up, it'll be a single for Tipping.
And that's that change of pace. You have Fitzgerald coming in bowling really quick. McDonald change of place, and he just sort of bunted at that and created that opportunity for that catch.
Great shot. Brilliant shot.
Used his feet nicely, gave himself a little bit more room.
Yeah.
Punishes that one for 2, made good contact.
Rather than change direction, McDonald comes over the wicket. Tipping grabs a 2.
Yeah, well played. Soft hands that time. Wasn't as aggressive at it as some of the other balls. And 2 easy runs to the score.
Another great shot. Kept off the net. Good piece of fielding. It'll be a single. 3 runs off the over with a loss of that wicket. Again, the battle continues. Just 7 runs off the first 2 overs. I say just, but still in a position where they can post 20 plus here. So
Pavey, the new bowler for Queensland. Again, spin bowler this time, so pace off as well. When he gets it right, very difficult to play.
So here is Pavey, Norbergen on strike. Rocks back, plays it backward a point for 2.
Good shot in the end. Just placed it well, and good call from his partner to run him through. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but.
Tipping, using his feet, got forward to the ball, fended it into the onside net, no run. It'll be second ball.
Felt he was always going to come at that as well. I think Pavey knew that and just dragged it down a little bit.
Tipping adjusted well to that.
That was good cricket.
Back live. Norbergen gets another 2. Playing Pavey comfortably.
He used his feet well as well.
Just using all of the crease. Peel as if the ball came off the shoe. I don't think they bounce like that off sneakers.
Oh.
It's
you were obstructed.
Ground, then shoe or body. Last ball of the over. Oh, that is patience from Tipping. And grabs another 2, and a better over there for New South Wales. 8 runs from it, and they move to 15 again. Well placed here with an over to come in this run chase. Well, in this partnership for the run chase. 40 on the board, nearly halfway there. It's interesting, the noise in the centre. We're packed. There's heaps of people here. It's quite quiet.
It does.
People are still sort of trying to figure out where the game's at, anticipating what's going to happen.
Well, I was standing on the far end of the centre when the 22 ladies, and you could hear you commentating.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Well, the last couple of balls, which was close, Queensland needing to go to back net, you could actually hear you.
So Mitch Hart, the bowler, 2 runs off the first ball. Good shot from Tipping.
Off cutter. Interesting here, other than Fitzgerald, who's probably the quickest in the Queensland team, the next 3 bowlers for Queensland, probably 3 of the slower bowlers.
A second ball opportunity here. Pressure moment late in the second pair. And Norbergen up to the challenge. He's batted well. With the exception of that absolute ripper ball from Fitzgerald. I mean, that would have got most batsmen out. Norbergen's looked completely at ease.
Not bad.
Wide of the 3-line fielder. Through for 2.
New South Wales in a pretty strong position here. Just like to try and close this out with these last 2 balls, I think.
Great shot. And through to the back. Norbergen with 4. Unbelievable batting.
I think I've had a little bit to say to Hart on the way through too.
Bang. Oh, another brilliant shot. It's 8 runs in 2 deliveries to complete the partnership. 29 runs on the board for the second pair. 54 is the total. They are within striking distance here. New South Wales. The question will be, can and how does Queensland respond?
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that at the moment, but indoor cricket's a funny game, losing 5 runs per wicket. So the game is definitely not over, but it really starts here. This pair, they really need to get on top. And if they can keep this pair to 5 or 10, it really keeps them in the game.
Oh, I think they'll need to. New South Wales 35 runs away with 8 overs to play. even with the loss of some wickets, on paper that is as gettable gets. But, I said before, this is a Queensland side. They're a different kettle of fish. And one of the characteristics about Queensland sides in all divisions over the years is they do not give up. They do not go away. So it's advantage New South Wales, without question. There's still some firepower left here for Queensland. Just 1 or 2 wickets turns the game. We'll see how it unfolds, folks. The under-22 men's national final, Queensland against New South Wales. Guild and Sherman at the crease. Here's Rowan McDonald. Chance, it'll be out. There you go. First ball, ran on contact. And that front court in the field, doing the job for Queensland.
That's a very good start to this skin, and exactly what Queensland needed. One thing we talk about in Queensland is, can states can match us, but can they go with us for a whole game? And at this stage, New South Wales are really matching Queensland, but can they go with them for 16 overs is the question.
Called through, 2 at one end. It's going to be out again, is it? No, Queensland have missed an absolute gift. And in 2 balls, we've seen the nerves already from these two. 2 terrible calls between the crease. That's grand final pressure that's applied right now. Can they respond to that, get back into the positives?
Runs on the board at the moment for Queensland, and that's what the pressure creates.
Finds the net, flicked right into the face of Corrigan.
We're going to have a HIA for that one.
Yeah.
Well, Luke.
It's a bit of friendly fire.
I think he's okay, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, it's compulsory. We have to check it out. And while we're waiting, folks, don't forget, still to come, the main event, 2-part main event, the women's grand final at 1 p.m. local time here in Perth. Queensland up against South Australia, the women's national final. And then part 2, the men's national final, the Australian Capital Territory up against Queensland. That women's final, the Queensland side looking to go 7 in a row, if you don't mind. So
yeah, they've been a dominant team, that's for
sure. It's what you call a dynasty. So really looking forward to those matches. Hope you are too, and that you can stay with us. But we've still got, 7.4 overs to go here in this run chase. The fascinating battle between Queensland and New South Wales and the under-22 men continues. Through for a single.
So with that HIA, called a dead ball and re-bowled.
Yeah. And it's cost them a run. It was a 2, wasn't it? So now it's a 1. That's, to be honest, one of the more frustrating things about that rule. I mean, let's be honest, 99% of the contacts, the head contacts, are benign. And you have something like that where a 2's turned into a 1 because the ball's automatically dead. Yeah.
But in that scenario, the run was completed too. So, I get it if it's early in that sort of running process, but the run was completed, so I think it should just be play on.
Well, I mean, the easy way to make that distinction is if it's off the bat, the ball's dead. If it's from a fielder, the run stands, right?
Interesting, yeah. I like that.
1 ball to come. Full toss. I can't believe that'll only be a single. That could have gone anywhere. It's just 1. So 2 runs off the over, back into the positives after that wicket off the first ball. And still nervous times for both sides here. We saw the pressure get to the New South Wales bats off the first couple of balls there. They've responded well. How are Queensland going to respond as New South Wales get closer and closer to this score?
I think if they can keep getting a wicket every over, it really keeps them in the hunt, and that's the key. That was a good over. Only 2 coming from it. 2 an over is not enough. So if Queensland can keep getting 1 wicket and over, they stay in the game.
Here's Corrigan. Good early call. That one, an accurate one. Single to Guild. Good shot. Finds the net. 2 runs.
Queensland bench, and the Queensland players asking for 1, but I feel
definitely hit the net.
It was
definitely
close.
Hit the net.
Push that one leg side wide. Again, just a little lack of discipline from Queensland. It'd be interesting to compare, and that's, as a coach, sometimes what I compare, how many extras do we bowl versus our opposition?
Well, all too often you see the amount of extras effectively constitute a fifth skin. And we'll do the maths for you now. 3.
Something I talk about in coaching is being a disciplined team, and generally, not always, but the most disciplined team wins games of cricket.
It's 9 extras, so 18 runs in extras so far. Chance at the top or both ends. Gee, probably went to the right end there, because not only did they catch me napping, had an option of catching Guild napping as well, but it is 2.
He was ball watching too, wasn't he? It's been a very good over for New South Wales, exactly what they need.
Last ball for Corrigan. It's
Geez, that was tight.
I was going to say it's a leg side. It's adjudged fair by the umpire. So it will be second ball to start the next over. Let's have a look. The reverse angle. It's probably a good call.
Yeah, he's spot on there, I think.
Yep.
Well done.
And so second ball to start over number 11. And a little opportunity there for Queensland as New South Wales must score. It's going to be Jackson Pavey to bowl.
Leg spinner.
With New South Wales 24 runs away. 6 overs remaining.
I think pretty crucial over in the game here.
It's the premiership quarter. That's a wide.
Didn't turn that one as much. We're looking for stealing a run.
I wouldn't be doing that. It was second ball. You've got the leg side. Just bank it.
Pretty close, actually. Good call.
Yeah, you have to do that. The ball gets into the corner in a world where second ball exists. They keep building. 20 runs separate the two sides now.
Queensland really searching for a wicket.
Use of the feet, chance.
Direct
hit, and it's out. 5. Not good enough. Queensland find a wicket from nowhere. Let's have a look on the replay. The shot's flat. It's a sharp piece of fielding. Very efficient disposal. Run out at the keeper's end. A much-needed wicket for Queensland.
Yeah, very good from Collins there. He is in the front court, but Queensland have pushed that second leg side back really, really deep. And as a result, get the wicket as well. Said Queensland need a wicket. That was vital. Pavey in again.
Use of the feet again. No run.
Second ball again. Good drift in there. Ooh, Fitzgerald throws around the striker as he's running down the wicket.
Through for a single.
That one really drifted into the legs there. Good bowling by Pavey. He's got the reward of 1 wicket so far in this over. Last ball of his over, and Queensland would love one more.
Leading edge. Finds the net. It's 2.
That was a really good over there by Pavey.
Was only 1 run from it. The battle continues, I have to say, folks. 5 overs remain. And, well, I call this always the premiership quarter. I see so many championships won and lost here in this third pair, particularly in the second innings. They're, what are we, need 23 to win off 5 overs. You'd still say New South Wales are in the box seat, but this over here, this can make or break the game for both sides.
Well, yeah, every additional run that New South Wales has to chase just creates that little bit more pressure along the way.
Yeah. So Nick Sheedy, the bowler, the final over of the third partnership here in the run chase. Again, deep in the front court on the onside is the field.
Shot.
Guild hits it over them with a down up 2.
He's played that well.
Yeah.
All of these younger guys do play really well off their legs.
Into the corner.
Ooh, a little bit of a touch up the front by Fitzgerald. Direct hit would have been very, very interesting.
Just wait for the umpires. That hit the keeper's net first? No, it's 2 runs. Every every run here is so critical now. They move into the 70s here.
Yeah, there's a little zip down on that corner, which is on that 2 net as well.
Yeah.
Snuck inside the leg side. Good line there from Sheedy.
All-important dot creates a second ball opportunity now.
Queensland would dearly love another one here. If you just that mindset of chasing 20 plus is that last pair coming in, whereas if it's in the teens, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Oh, inside edge.
And they get away with it.
Wow.
Do you think you got something on that?
I think that was a little inside edge.
Yeah, don't know, but they
just where
ride some luck there, New South Wales. Get through for a single, second ball seen off.
Just where McDonald's hands were, it just looked like it was a little deflection on that.
Driven, no run. One ball remains, it will be second ball. Crucial delivery here for both sides. Can New South Wales see it off, or will Queensland strike again? Here it is, the last ball of the third pair. Gets through for a single, completes the partnership, 18 runs from it, and New South Wales now are 17 runs away from this national title. It doesn't seem like much, but in a national final, runs are very, very difficult to get. And folks, it's going to be a fascinating finish here to this under-22 men's grand final. Queensland up against New South Wales. It's still anyone's game. Now, I asked you this before, Moggy. I'll ask you again, who would you rather be? 4 overs left. New South Wales needs 17.
It is level pegging, really. But, again, runs on the board. If it was more over 20, I think Queensland probably have their noses in front. I think Queensland will have to go hard here early. If they can just keep it around this score, getting a wicket every over, just keeps that pressure building.
Well, Sam Clode, one of the leading run scorers for New South Wales, 115 at 14.38. And Haycock, 74 at 12.33. Here's Fitzgerald, starts with a wide.
Unfortunately, that's what happened in his first over too. Just pushing a few down the leg side.
Oh, this is a big over here, isn't it? Fitzgerald, if they can see him off, get away without losing a wicket in this over. It's a no ball plus runs. Gee.
Exclusion zone.
So you can see on your screen there that dotted circle around the stumps. The fielders have to stay out of that until the shot is played.
Umpires have been onto that in the first two games.
Yep. Another wide, that's 3 and 3 balls. See, now even if Fitzgerald does get a wicket off the over, what it's doing is keeping them to a 1 or a 2, right? Rather than a negative over. That's what they really need to put some pressure on here. 3 balls remain for Fitzgerald. Oh, great batting. Using the pace, angle of the bat. Haycock finds the net. 2 runs, 2 balls left for Kobe Fitzgerald.
I'd be feeling a little more comfortable as New South Wales right now.
Well, 8 runs away now. What a shot that is. A great shot from Sam Clode, showing why he's one of the leading run scorers. A ball to come now. And 6 runs away are New South Wales. Another brilliant shot, just using the pace. Angle of the bat, finds the net for 2, 13 runs off the over, and it is box seat New South Wales.
Oh, that really broke the game open from there. Fitzgerald, probably one of the strike weapons for the Queensland under-22s team here, and just erred a little bit.
He's finished with figures of 1 for 17.
You wouldn't, if you before the game, you wouldn't think that, especially at his pace and height as well. Collins now, one of the young guys from the Queensland team coming on the bowl. His first over had a few extras as well, lacked a little bit of discipline. Hopefully he'd like to sort of make sure he's on the money here, because obviously wickets are really what Queensland need. They need 1 and over at a minimum.
flat. Is there a chance? They can't gather the ball. There's a gap there, and they used it. New South Wales, another 2. Just 2 runs away from going in front now, the New South Wales side. Good fielding from Fitzgerald. I'm usually not a fan of people doing the run and jump because they're not balanced, you know, but it was effective for the shot. They trusted the ball to be there, knew the shot was coming. Yeah. Great fielding. It's second ball. Well weighted there from Sam Clode. Another 2 to the tally, and it's the go-ahead shot. New South Wales now in front.
Wickets are the key now for Queensland. It's probably more than 1 and over now. They're going to need an over with a 2 in there for sure. Good shot.
Haycock has looked rock solid. That's the 4th 2 in a row he's hit. He faced the leg side and he's found the net every ball since then.
It's batted well. Snuck inside the leg side line there just.
It's a great ball. It'll be another second ball opportunity. Queensland have to start converting these.
Yeah, I think at this stage, probably the biggest thing that Queensland's problem's been has been the extras, just that lack of discipline. Wicket here is crucial.
Last ball of the over, second ball. It's off the field, it'll be a single. They can't convert it to a wicket. 7 runs off the over. They are 4 runs in front, New South Wales. You would think from here that Queensland need at least 3 wickets.
Yeah, I agree. And New South Wales are that magical point soon in front.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that means it's a wicket to even tie it back up or to get close. Mitch Hart, one of the young fellas for Queensland now coming on the bowl. This is a very important over.
Maybe Sam Clode face the first ball from Hart, the penultimate over of the final.
Touch at the front.
Yeah, still a single. And they are 1 wicket ahead now, New South Wales. 11 balls remain. Edged.
Chance.
All safe.
And I think that's the point you made earlier a little bit about jumping in the front court.
Yeah.
Lammy was really up and he started to jump, whereas if he maintained his ground, he's a chance to get that.
That's right. It robbed him of half a second. Wonderful shot. The call was no, though.
And that's the advantage of being 5+ in front.
Yeah.
You know? But this is where it changes the game with the second ball a little bit too.
You can't do that.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you can. You just got to back yourself the next ball. So it is second ball. Big opportunity for Queensland. It's straight to hand, but doesn't stick in it. They get through for the single. 8 balls remain now. They're 7 runs in front, New South Wales. Said they needed 3. They're running out of time to get it.
Yeah, they need 1 here. They need at least 1 now.
Leg side, it's a tight call. It's just got to catch some of that line. Let's have a look on the replay. Tough. It's a question of when did it pass the crease, right?
Yeah.
1 ball remains for Hart.
Queensland have to have a wicket here to be any chance in this game now.
And it's a brilliant shot again from Haycock. They move to 99, more than 2 wickets in front. They only need to score, well, depending on when they do it, 1 or 2 more times, and they can block the rest of the game out. New South Wales.
Under the old 3rd ball rule, you could just block every ball.
Yes.
And not run.
Yes.
So that is maybe one of the advantages of the second ball.
And I know that was the stated motivation from Tony Watkins, that it does sort of rub those scenarios out. So 11 runs in front. Queensland need 3 wickets.
Skipper with the ball for Queensland now, and yeah, crucial over. Josh Guy.
The only over.
Yeah. Josh Guy coming up having a chat to him, the coach of the Queensland Under-22 men's team. Maybe he's instructing for a man cat.
Man-cad.
Sorry. It's an option here.
I don't know. I'm not sure I've seen these two backing up too far. I'm normally a big man-catter. I've got a nose for these things. So Harley Lammy to bowl the final over of the Under-22 men's national final. And it'll be a single by way of the keeper's net. They move to 100. 12 runs in front, 5 balls remain. And they could block the rest of the match from here.
They could.
Dot out, dot out, dot.
Mm-hmm.
No run, so there's the dot. Whoa! Oh!
Hit the top net.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Otherwise, that would have been a moment.
Yeah, it would have been fascinating. So it's come down off the top. That rules this out off the back. Oh, that's hilarious. So 4 balls remain. It is second ball. Queensland need a wicket. New South Wales have to score. It's in the gap. 102 now. 3 balls remain. It's still mathematically possible.
Hat-trick required by Queensland.
Yep. What a performance this has proven to be from New South Wales.
Yeah, credit to them. They played really, really well. They deserve this victory at this stage.
Single. That'll do it. They can't lose from here, New South Wales. What a performance it has proven to be, restricting Queensland to 88 and chasing it down, just soaking up the pressure of a national final. Incredible performance to take back the Under-22 men's trophy. It'll be out, but it matters not. Score back to 98 and a ball to come.
You know, a really good performance from New South Wales. Probably just Queensland fell a few runs short. They're under pressure at times with the bat, and really good bowling from New South Wales, and credit to them. And Queensland just maybe lacked a little discipline with the ball.
Here it is, the final ball of the grand final. And it's out again, but there it is. New South Wales have won the Under-22 men's national title with a fantastic performance, restricting Queensland to 88 and chasing it down with ease in the end. Our congratulations to them. And Stephen Mogg, your final thoughts?
Yeah, look, an excellent result for New South Wales. They thoroughly deserve this victory here. Believe the most disciplined team throughout the day, and so congratulations to them.
Now, commiserations to Queensland. We know they'll be back, but well done again to New South Wales. Don't forget that coming up next, the start of the main event, the women's grand final between Queensland and South Australia. As we take in some highlights, we will leave you on commentary, but you can stay on the stream to see the presentation of the Shield. But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, for Stephen Mogg and for Jaden and the team at Calling All Sports, I'm Cameron Walter. Thanks for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for both sides for what was another fantastic grand final here in the Under-22 men's. We do, of course, want to acknowledge our runners-up. Another amazing tournament and a brilliant battle today. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the 2025 Under-22 men runners-up, Queensland. And it is time to present them with their shield. Here are your winners and the new under-22 men national champions, New South Wales.